Okay, so that's the police station, which is a mix there of actual cops and police officers paid by the state of Washington. Some are military members that protect, harbor, and aid foreign and domestic terrorists in the state of Washington. And I'm already on my way there to get a specific few items of donation clothing because all my property is inside of Bonnie Walters' house. So I went to the corner like I did. I was a block away and I filmed the bomb maker sitting, doing drugs again at a sober cafe. When I returned, I didn't go to the property. I went to the corner again where I filmed initially. I stood there and I looked and the bomb maker was still there. The male I call Johnny B. Good with the guitar, still there. And the male with the white t-shirt and the bicycle, still there. There to stay, never stop. Doing drugs at anything and everything they want on the property of the Sober Cafe. I never entered the property. I was half a block away on public street. I don't say names, etc., etc. So I'm filming whoever I like from the sidewalk, and like it or not, I'm doing that. I go back, and the Johnny B. Good guitar, who I've witnessed do massive, super bad things, threatens to have me arrested, and he's calling the cops. This guy's already constantly been in jail. He has like brain damage, and he does massive drugs every day. All that I have been a direct witness to. Okay? And other felony offenses that are violent in nature. Standing on the property telling me that he's going to have me arrested. Now, I've seen that before. What I did was I waited for him to go into the property. I wanted to witness him not only yell that on the property, but go into the property. So he went into the Sober Cafe in the door and was in. He entered into the building. And then I left. That's where I was. See that white car? The white truck? I'm way far away from the building. I'm not even on the block the building's located at. I'm way up the street on the sidewalk being screamed at by bomb maker and another violent perp and the guy in the white t-shirt. How they're calling the cops. I had 5 minutes verbatim to get the fuck out of there, verbatim. Or we're calling the cops, I'm gonna be arrested. Verbatim, I'm harassing them. Now I know that. That's how perps always feel. They're being harassed by law enforcement. Okay, so eyewitness goes back into the property, okay? And that's all I wanted. And then I come back and look where I am. I'm at the police station. So this is insanity. We know that, okay? And where's the insanity? I came up here because the donation is here. The clothing is here, okay? So I was not planning on going there, ever. This morning I knew not to charge, not to be really present at this place. It's a criminal, whatever the word. It's just crawling and oozing with crime there. And it gets more big when the state of Washington is funding it, not only through basic allocated funds, but through grants, through every sort of money is flowing in there from federal and state Treasury Department. And you have a bomb maker and these other felony perps, violent in nature, I mean, I just can't report what I've seen him do, everything, okay? Major meth and fentanyl addicts screaming at me when I'm there that I have 5 minutes to leave, fuck off. 5 minutes, they're calling the cops, harassment. I'm calling the cops. He said that about 4 or 5 times. I'm calling the cops because they believe they have cops, which is what I said in the intro. They don't. So I waited for him to go in. No, they don't. It's not the same anymore. The stuff doesn't just last forever. So I waited for him to go into the building, okay? I stood on public property and look where I am. I'm at the police station. I was already coming here. I'd already just been here. I came down the hill from the police station because the donations for clothes is here, okay? And that's why I was even in this area or even at that cafe this morning getting coffee, and I assessed, oh no, you're not going to be here today. No. There's a lot of reasons, sound reason, what I assessed to make me conclude that. So no. I was never planning on hanging out with bomb makers and felony fucking perps with meth and fentanyl habits. But I'm here waiting until precise time, 11 o'clock, okay? So let's film this area. That's a golf course, and when I say complex, and then this is a little place up the street, more homeless meth den. I don't shout over tractor, okay? No more shouting over tractor. And then this is the cop shop here, which is a mix. But at 11, I get my precise items that I know I'm waiting to get, and I was planning on vacating and going and buying a cup of coffee gladly. Oh, wow, look. The guy with the white t-shirt and the red bag left. That's victory. Whoa. It doesn't mean I can go back. It means the good guys are bad ass brothers. I know that. Let me go here. What I'm planning on doing is getting my little items and leaving the side of Port Townsend and going back to the beach. The beach is that way. Buying a cup of coffee and sitting with more Ukrainian wannabes. Oh, they're awful, and I have reasons to say that. And charging my equipment there, okay? The coffee's better, everything's better to a certain extent, okay? All right, adios.